Hey everyone, stick with us versus herd. If it's your first time here with the content, hit subscribe. If you want to get notifications from when we post videos, tap the bell. And if you want to subscribe to our options trading live channel, I go live Monday through Friday, 30 minutes before market open. And if you want to join the UBH fam, our community, links are below in the description to our Discord and our options trading group on Facebook. If you made money today, comment below, got paid. If you lost money today, comment learned a lesson. And if you could do me a favor, hit the like button for the YouTube algo. Definitely appreciate it. Thank you so very much for watching. Thank you so much for the support you guys have been showing. Like, the channel in the last couple months has just grown enormously. So thank you, seriously. So getting into the dirty, we're going into what I did today. I'm up on the day about a little bit over $1,000 realized gains, or probably about right around $1,000. Did take a loss in NKLA, which I've been bag holding for the last few days from earnings, so I lost $255 there. Today, what was interesting about today was I made an additional almost $500 from day trading. I day traded NVDA, Tesla, and Zoom. So Zoom, those were my day trades today. So I made $400 to $500 more today day trading, and honestly, those were the first day trades I did all week. Normally I do a couple day trades a day, but I haven't done any day trading this week, mainly because of how slow the market was. Now the market literally today was, I mean, I don't even know what to say about this. I mean, Q's shot straight up from the 270s all up to 274. SPY, pretty similar, went from 331. We had this crazy sell-off this morning where it went up from 331 to 333 almost and dropped back down. People are like, oh, that's it, we're done for the day. And then it rips back up. And the jobs number, now going into tomorrow, this happened today. Jobs number came back better than expected. The futures were red this morning. They reversed. They're currently down a little bit now. The futures opened up, but they're currently down a little bit right now, and the jobs report was better than expected. Now going into tomorrow, just keep in mind, we have unemployment rate tomorrow. Right down in here, we have non-farm payroll. So I don't know what tomorrow's going to be. My overnight risk is relatively small. We had some crazy things happen today with what was it? I'm sorry, Apple and Facebook. Apple was up 15 points. All-time highs. I mean, it just ripped right up. Facebook, the same. Facebook had kind of a delayed response here. I mean, this ripped up 16 points as well. I mean, Apple had its best 7-day stretch since 2009. I mean, Apple does have the stock split coming up, the 4-to-1 stock split. I mean, it's or 1-to-4 stock split. It's just going to be, it's kind of crazy. So I do think that Apple will probably drop here probably after the stock split, but I mean, the way that this is going, I mean, it's bringing up everybody. We kind of had a lot of mixture in the market today. Tesla, I mean, I was trading Tesla. I made, let's see here, Tesla. So I actually bought today the 1490 call. I bought it this morning at 9:21 a.m. for $20.95, and then at an hour later, I sold it for like $300 or $355 more. I sold it for $24.50. Now, Tesla was a little bit crazy. Let me show you this today. Tesla, and what I've been looking at is I've been looking for it around this 1500 mark. When it rips up above 1500, it comes back down. When it goes below 1500, it kind of gravitates back towards 1500. We had some bullish action today on Tesla. And let me just cover this real quick here. So I had the 1490 call. I think this is kind of important to understand option pricing. If you don't know how option pricing works, you definitely need to spend some time and learn how option pricing gets impacted. But here's what happened. Okay, so at 9:21, I placed a trade right in here. Honestly, it was a little bit risky because we had Tesla kind of downtrending. It looked like it was kind of stabilizing, kept bouncing off of 1480 as well. And so I went into the 1490 call. I did buy it a little bit early because I bought it at 920, and then right in here, and it kept dipping a little bit lower, and then it ramped up to 23.76, and then it kind of kept going a little bit. I went as high as $25, and I didn't actually look at this till now, but I caught the top pretty nicely because the top here is like 24 or 25, and I sold, as you can see here, right at 24.50. So I only missed the top by 50 cents. Now the thing is, I'm definitely glad that I took that risk off, because all day, as you can see, that Tesla was kind of just peeing back and forth. Meanwhile, the option pricing for the 1490 call just kept going down. It went from a high as 25 all the way down to 15, which I would have been losing about $500-600 at this point. And then just randomly, the market decided to pump. Tesla was one of those names, and it literally pumped from 1490 up to 1518. I was looking for this type of move earlier. I captured this move nicely here. I was actually thinking that's what it was going to do earlier, and it was just way delayed. So I'm definitely glad I got out. But this was the kind of the move that I was looking for, but I didn't have the position at the time. But you don't know if that's going to happen or not, honestly. I mean, it could have been just all day long, just kind of stabilized, pinging back and forth, because we've had, like, Tesla's been relatively slow. Look, yesterday, just chop. The day before, it dropped, and then just chop. And then today, I was like, okay, we had 2 days of consolidation. Chances are, if it stabilizes, we might have some upward momentum. SPY's breaking out, Q's breaking out. We have Facebook breaking out. We have Apple breaking out. Stocks are starting to break out all over the place, and it just couldn't do it. It couldn't do it all day. So I'm definitely glad that I cut and I took my profits, because I would have been a losing position until later that day, which we're cutting pretty close. I wanted it to be a quick day trade because I was trading it for tomorrow expiration. I wasn't looking to hold overnight. I wanted my overnight risk to be low, mainly because we have all this data coming out tomorrow. I don't know what's going to bring tomorrow, so I wanted to keep my overnight risk low. I just wanted to have some earnings plays going into tomorrow. But Tesla, that's what I was looking for on Tesla. Now, Roku and all those trades that came through, like my earnings trades, if you watched them last time, I'm not going to go. I have a lot of trades right here. I'm not going to go through them all. But Roku, came out 486 profit. I had at the money Iron Condor. I closed that out for 486 profit. I also had ATVI. ATVI bounced back. I was actually down. This was a butterfly. I was down after earnings on this about $200. It bounced back, and I was up $19, so I closed it out. So it was a $200 loser, bounced back to be a $19 winner. Had a butterfly on that. If you guys want to review those trades, you can look back over my past videos over the last few days, and I go into detail what these trades are. But to keep the videos kind of, I could be talking about this for an hour probably because I have so much going on. Zynga was really surprising. Zynga made 224 on earnings trade as well. Had a at the money Iron Condor, or short the 10 puts, and I had dollar wide wings, so that came back, made 224 on that, which is way better than I expected. I thought I was going to be break even on that. And then Premium just got crushed to smithereens. IV was over 200%. And that is kind of the same situation looking at Datadog, Dropbox. So Datadog, Dropbox, and Uber I traded today. So Uber, we'll go into Uber first. Let me just hide myself so you can see this a little bit better. But I have the 35 put, the 35 call short, max profit 609. And I have 3 of these. And really what I'm looking for on Uber, going in tomorrow, let me crush some of this premium here just so you can see. Uber 208. Implied volatility was 208%. So really, I need it between 33 and 37-ish. Let's just say 33 and 37. And expected move on Uber was about $3, but implied volatility is relatively high. Now, I was thinking Uber right now, so I need it between 33, 37. Uber right now, I don't know what's going to open up. It's at 33.5, so we're on the bottom end of the range here. Uber, the revenue drops 29%, but delivery bookings double. So Uber Eats doing well. And if you watch the live stream this morning, I kind of talk about this where I'm like, okay, transit's going to be down, no one's going to work, but Uber Eats probably up big, and that's exactly what happened here. They did beat the analyst expectation, but declined 29%. I mean, how low is the bar here, guys? I mean, seriously. So revenue declined. According to analyst estimates compiled by Refinitiv, Wall Street expected losses of 86 cents per share and revenue of $2.818 billion, weighed down by the COVID-19 pandemic, which has kept people home. Bookings in the company's core ride-sharing business were down 73% from last year. So at this point last year, they're down 73% for people taking rides. I mean, that is huge, 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 huge. Now, the stock price not really reacting all that much to it. I mean, it had a really great run. I actually made about $380 earlier this week on Uber, playing this run from the low 30s up to the 34 here. But I mean, this thing didn't really pop as much as I thought it was going to be. That was a pretty bad report. It did beat analyst expectations. Uber Eats is doing really well. However, ride sharing is down 73%. So that's where Uber is right now. I'm also in Dropbox. Now for Dropbox to make money, I sold the 23 put at the money, and I did $2 wide wings on that bad boy. Also, again, look, 239% implied volatility. I mean, these were really, really, really high. Let me bring this down a little bit to 100% implied volatility. Now, for this to make money, you basically need between 21 and 25, and right now it's trading at 22, so it says I'll be up like a couple $100 tomorrow on this position if we open up around here, because right now it's trading around 22, 21.86 and 21.99. Last price was 22. So Dropbox right now 21.85, and the expected move on Dropbox was $2.21, which is pretty big. However, Dropbox, let me see if I have it here. The data services stock fell 6%. Despite beating analyst predictions for second quarter financial results, Dropbox boasted of earnings of 22 cents per share, which was 5 cents higher than analysts expected. The company recorded revenues of $467 million, which beat estimates of $465 million. Dropbox said revenue was up 16% year over year. However, they were rewarded with a nice fat drop. Now for Dropbox, I mean, it's not that bad. It's down to 22. It's been trading in a very, I guess, $2 range. So doesn't seem like it wants to break out above 24. It did hit 24.24 after hours, but it doesn't look like it wants to break out. So if it can come back to the 23 area, would definitely be ideal. I'd be up about 300 or $400 here. That would definitely be ideal. I'm not sure where that's going to come in at tomorrow, but with Uber and Dropbox, maybe it'll come through. But Datadog, I'm also in Datadog now. Datadog dropped a ton. It dropped a ton, dropped $13 from where it is now, almost a $20 drop. Expected move on Datadog was only like $10. You had $9.80. However, implied volatility is at 203%. So we had a nice implied volatility there. So what I did was I sold the 90. I think my regret with this is I went too narrow. So I sold the 95 puts and I bought the $5 wide wings on Datadog. And coming into tomorrow, if I take this down 100% here, because it was at 260%, right around here, around $77.50, I'm gonna be down $208. If I can get back up to like the 82 area, it would definitely be a lot better. So we'll see. We'll see what happens. Right now it's at 77.50. It could pop back up to the 80s. If it goes up to 80, I'll only be down 100 or so. I mean, we'll really see how much they crush premium tomorrow. I'm not really sure what's going to do. But between Dropbox and Uber, I should be okay to cover the cost of what I'm going to lose on Datadog, maybe come out a little ahead. I don't think I'm going to have as good as a day I did today. I mean, I had a $1,000 realized profit day, my second $1,000 realized profit day this week, and honestly, you can't win all the time, right? So Datadog guidance came in slightly above Wall Street targets. Analysts expect Datadog to report a loss of 1 cent per share on revenue of $134 million. The enterprise software makers revenue jumped 68%. So I'm not sure why it dropped so much. Guidance was in line. Everything was relatively good with Datadog, but you know, you never really know with earnings. The price is going to do whatever the price is going to do. So I'm just happy that even if these go max loss, I'm still going to be green on the week. Everything's going to be good. We'll see what it is tomorrow. If you watch this video to the end, comment below, watch to the end, and as always, stay safe, stay green. It's us versus herd.